French knots can be a very intimidating stitch for many people, but it doesn't have to be. I would say take some extra fabric, practice, and then you will be good to go. So what you need to do is you come up through the back, pull your floss through, hold your floss with your non-dominant hand. With your dominant hand, put your needle under the floss, and you're going to be holding this kind of tight, not too tight, but a little tight, and you're going to wrap it 2 times or whatever number of times your PDF pattern tells you to do. But for this example, we're going to do 2. So 1, 2, then you're going to put your needle right back down, either in the same hole or very close to it, while you're still holding this floss tight. And then you're going to pull your needle down and through, continuing to hold that floss tight. Once it gets to about this amount, you can probably let go, or you can use your finger just like this to kind of keep the tightness and then let go right before it gets stuck in there. So let's do it again. Bring your needle through, hold it tight, wrap, bring your needle down right next to it. Continue to hold tight, pull your needle through. Continue to hold, and then let go. If you don't hold it tight, it's going to be a very loose knot, and you're going to end up getting inconsistent knots. Now, in some of my patterns, I use French knots to either outline a flower, outline a hill, or do some sort of outline with it. And in that case, you want to make sure that you're getting your French knots in a straight or curve, but a cohesive line. So in that case, I want to show you how you would do that. Let me see if I can find my pen. For this, you would bring up, you would always come up on the same point and then go down in this, not the same point, but you'll see. Okay, so for this example, we're going to come up on the line, and we're always going to come up on the line as we make our stitches. So we're going to come up on the line, and then when we bring our needle back down, we're going to go just a little in front. Let's see if I can make a pin mark. Like that. Maybe not quite that far in front, but at least it shows you. So we're going to do that all the way through. So we're always going to bring our needle back down kind of right in front of where we're stitching. So you see that? So we're going to do our twist and then bring our needle down right in front. Up right next to it. You don't have to be right on top of the knot, because as you can see, the knot has some thickness to it, but you want to be close enough that you're not going to leave a gap. So twist, come down right in front of it, and I'm not using quite those dots that I showed you, but at least it shows you that I'm always going like right in front of the knot, or to the side of it, I guess. And by doing this and not sometimes going down on this side or sometimes going up a little this way, it's going to always keep the knots kind of going in the same direction, so that you're not getting some that kind of pull out to the left or some that pull out kind of up a little bit more. And if for any reason you make a knot and you realize, oh, I didn't get that knot quite as close as I would like, just bring your needle back up right in between the two knots where you kind of left a gap, and either do a single twist or one less than whatever the pattern is telling you to do. So if, like for example, I'm doing 2 twists right now, so if I had a gap between 2 knots, I would do 1 twist. If the pattern was calling for 3 twists, I would maybe do 2 twists. Hopefully that makes sense. as you can see, this is helping make the French knots look a little cohesive. Because also, depending on where you bring your needle down is where the floss on the top kind of pulls the knot into almost like a little belly button is what I like to call it. See, look, there you go. I've got a little bit of a gap right there, so I'm going to go right in between, being careful because you don't want to bring your needle up on the actual French knot itself and then cause it to pull. I'm going to do a single twist. There you go, building that little gap. There you go. So, and just like with most of your other knots, that's what I get for saying, there you go. There you not go. I got a knot. There we go. So just like all your other stitches, you're just going to then cut off on the back, tie a knot, and you're good to go.